Hello everyone, today we are going to learn how to create the planet Adrian fully procedurally in Blender. I have been seeing this planet everywhere lately and I thought it would be fun to make a tutorial for it, but I think it's kind of funny that I still haven't watched the movie. Let's get started. First, make sure you have the extra mesh objects add-on enabled, and if not, be sure to download it from the get extension section. Now delete the light and the cube and add a round cube. Set the arcs to 64 and make sure the radius is set to 1. Then right click and choose shade smooth. Now go to render properties and switch to cycles. And trust me, for this specific project, cycles is actually much faster than Eevee. So switch to cycles, use GPU compute, set max samples to 64, disable the render denoiser, and instead go to view layer properties and turn on denoising data. Now let's switch to rendered view, go to the shader editor and create a new material. Now let's add a noise texture. Then add a texture coordinate node and connect object to vector. Now duplicate the noise texture 3 times using Ctrl-Shift-D. Then add a mask node, set it to subtract and connect factor to the bottom value input. Duplicate this noise node twice with Ctrl-Shift-D. Now here I'll hold shift and right click drag to add a reroute node. Then add a vector mask node here, and first I'll set x to 0.0001 and do the same for the y and z axis. Now what we need to do is connect this noise texture factor output to the top socket of the subtract node and do the same for the rest of the noise textures. Once you have done that, add a combine XYZ node and combine all of these together. We are doing all of this so we can create that swirl effect. I have seen other software that can do this much faster, but doing it in Blender seems to be a bit of a hassle. And we duplicate this texture coordinate node, then add a vector mask node, connect vector to vector and set it to multiply. Then duplicate this vector mask node, this time set it to cross product, connect normal to vector and also connect the multiply node to vector. Duplicate this vector mask node and set it to scale, then create another vector mask node and set it to add, connect vector to vector. Then connect the object coordinate here to vector. Also add the vector mask node here and set it to scale. This will help us easily control the scale later. Now we need to set this value to 1000 for it to work. We also need to add a value node here and connect it to scale. Then add a mask node here, set it to divide. For now, set this value to 1. This will be our curl intensity and set the divide value to 1000. Now we select all these nodes we have here and group them with Ctrl-G. Now if we try to create that effect with just one node group, the result won't look very interesting. So we can easily duplicate this node group, and if you would like, you can also turn on snapping. So select this node group and duplicate it 7 times. Then select all of this and duplicate them a few more times. Finally, connect all these node groups together, and in the end, if I add a noise texture, it should give me the effect that the planet Adrian has. I also need to go inside the node group, and now if I increase this value, let's see why this isn't working. It's because we set this vector mask multiply to 1000. We need to set it to 10,000 instead. And now if I increase the value here, you can see it's working. Now all four of our noise texture need to use the same value, which would be hard to control individually. So let's add a value node and connect it to the scale of all the noise texture. We can do the same thing for the noise texture detail as well. Now that we have created the texture we want, I should mention that this technique called CurlFields that we use to build the texture is actually something that I learned from the FX channel. It's not something that I came up with myself. I just modified it a bit to simplify and create a texture similar to the surface of the planet Adrian. Now you can play around with these settings until you are happy with the result. Now add a noise texture, then add a mix color and set blending mode to overlay. Connect this noise texture factor to socket A and connect this one to socket B. Set the factor to 1 and the color ramp and use a yellow and green color for the color stops. Now connect this mix node to base color. Now set the background color to black and add the sunlight, increase the strength. Now let's select our plan surface and set this precursor to 0. And the subsurface scattering drop down, increase the weight slightly. Also increase the scale a bit. I remember some of you were looking for the subsurface color in Blender. This is a good time to mention that actually if you add a color node and connect it to radius, that becomes your subsurface color. Now let's go to render properties, color management, and set the look to very high contrast. Now that we have created a good planet surface, we also need to create an atmosphere. So duplicate this object and set its scale to 1.03. Duplicate the material as well, and it might be a good idea to rename our objects at this point. Now on the atmosphere object, delete all the nodes here and add a principal volume. Connect it to volume, then add a vector mask node and a texture coordinate node. Connect object to vector and set this to length. Add 4 mask nodes and connect them all together. Set the first to subtract with the value set to 1. Set the second to divide, and I think something between 0.01 and 0.04 works well here. Set the third to power and the fourth to multiply. Set the exponent to 2 and get the multiply value to density. You can also give the atmosphere a color. Personally, I think a yellow color works well here. Then add a volume absorption node and change value, change this to density. Duplicate this multiply node, then add an add shader node and connect volume to the shader. You can set the volume absorption color to any color you like and set its value to something like 3. Now the real magic happens when we do a bit of post-processing. So let's go to the compositor and click new to create a new compositing node 3. From this drop down, set the compositor to always so you can see the changes in the viewport. Alright, now let's set the gamma node and a mix color node. Set the blending mode to add. Duplicate this gamma node and connect it to P and increase the gamma value a bit here. Set this gamma node to 0.5, then add the color balance node. Duplicate this gamma node again. This time set it to 2.5. Now set the gain color here to a slightly yellowish tone. After the mix color node, use this gamma node again. And finally, don't forget to denoise your renders. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.